is Rogers TV.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
You're watching Rogers TV.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university. So they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
You're watching Rogers TV St. John's.
If you want convenience, Marie's Mini Mart is here for you. A one-stop shop for a variety of products, home-style breads, sandwiches, plus check out our freshly baked artisan breads and single-serve desserts exclusively at our in-store bakery on Frecker Drive. With 25 locations, wherever you go, there we are.
Yellow Belly food means fresh food. We source our ingredients locally and prepare them from scratch. Our meat is never frozen. Food's so delicious, we've got Good Times Corner. Yellow Belly Brewery, a proud sponsor of One Chef, One Critic. Today in my kitchen, we have the battle of the ultimate artists. They can write, they can direct, and they can act, but can they cook?
You know what it's like? People have a purpose. They see where they're going. And you don't want to jump in and say, those are wrong, darling. Start over. Because they'll take offense. They think I want to win, which of course I didn't. That's why I didn't tell them.
Yeah, I learned a little bit that time goes fast when you're cooking, and Sheilagh Murphy is not to be trifled with.
Hi, welcome to Scoff Off. I'm your host, Brenda O'Reilly. Scoff Off is a light-hearted cooking competition where we take two guests, a secret basket of ingredients, and only 20 minutes on the clock. And today we have two fantastic guests, no strangers to anybody watching today. Pete, Soucy, how are you?
I'm great.
Fantastic. And Sheilagh Murphy? Yeah.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. So Sheilagh, this is your second trip to the Scoff Off kitchen?
Yeah.
So you got a little edge ahead of Pete today, I think.
Well, I would if I remembered what I did.
It was fantastic.
And if it's the same thing. But other than that,
and of course, you guys are both in the arts. You're humongously in the arts. I mean, I'm going to list off your accolades of directing and acting and writing and painting and teaching and, oh my Lord, producing so much the both of you are involved in.
Yeah.
So what kind of skills does that give you for your competition today?
Very little. I'm not that organized. I haven't really been cooking a long time. I never used to do any cooking, but I do all the cooking now, just of necessity.
Right.
And I cook for myself, and if they don't like it, then they have to fend for themselves.
Wow. Wow.
Mom would
See,
say they can like it or lump it.
Yeah.
I thought because you were such an actor, such a painter, etc., that you would be brilliant at this. I might have an edge.
Okay, you sound like we got a great competition.
I can open a can of soup.
When we come back, we're going to open up the basket of ingredients. Stay tuned to Scoff Off. Welcome back to Scoff Off. Okay, before we open the baskets, I got to go over the rules. There's 30 points in total. There's 10 points for the use of your basket ingredients. So there's 4 ingredients in the basket. You have to use at least some of everything in there. There's also the pantry behind you in the fridge, and you can use anything you want to enhance your basket. There's 10 points for presentation and 10 points for taste. And of course, pots and pans are right here behind you, and the plates, and your cutlery is in front of you. So, okay, let's open the baskets.
Open the baskets. 20 minutes.
Okay.
So
what is that?
Meatballs.
Okay. Meatballs.
Right.
And what is
Polenta.
that? I hate polenta.
What's polenta?
It's like a porridge. Garlic.
What's polenta?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
What is it?
Yellow stuff that tastes like quinoa turned into bread. It's like a really bad...
It's the same as cream of wheat. Okay, cream of wheat. We get 20 minutes to count.
Okay, but...
And celery. So polenta's an Italian thing.
Hey!
Okay.
Right?
All
right. It's time to Scoff Off.
This is it. Wait, a pan. Okay.
Oh, my polenta's rolling away from me.
No, I haven't cooked with polenta before because when I first had it, I didn't like it. And I couldn't see myself cooking something that I didn't like just for myself. And if I didn't like it, I was convinced the rest of the world wouldn't either. So I haven't bothered.
All right.
I got one of these pans.
That's it?
Remember, you can hand your basket if you like. Polenta piece. I can't believe you don't know what polenta is. Have you
don't
ever
know
been
what
to an
polenta
Italian
is.
restaurant?
Yes, I've been.
Where's
I've
the-
probably eaten it, but I haven't cooked it.
Have you got
I don't know how
any
you.
avocado
I don't know
oil?
what you're
Yeah,
supposed to
behind
do with
the
it.
olive oil. There you go.
I like a one-pot meal, like a jambalaya, or a chili, or a stir fry. I like putting everything in, letting it all mingle and get to know each other, and everybody eats. You know, what comes out in the end is the flavor.
You got the salt over there.
The salt over here, yeah.
Polenta, what's this we got here?
That's basil.
Well, basil.
Knees are in my way already.
So it's, to me, it's like cream wheat.
Yes, cream
okay.
wheat, but thicker.
Well, it's cornmeal, right?
Oh, shit. And that's like.
I think I'm correct when I say it's cornmeal that's kind of made into.
Yeah, it's got corn cooked
Yeah,
into
but what
goopy
does
stuff.
one do with it?
But I don't have to eat it.
Well-
he doesn't know what to do with it.
Well, that's okay, isn't it?
Oh boy!
Give me your glasses, Pete.
Can I watch
There's
this?
no instructions on the polenta.
Oh, I have.
There's no instructions on the polenta.
Definitely not. But do you want glasses? I have some right here. Okay, cool. As I introduced you guys, I mean, you're both, very, very successful in your artistic endeavors, and you're both teachers. So, Pete, you taught visual arts, right?
I did. I taught for about 5 years, but even though I haven't taught since 1989, everybody, for some reason, still thinks I'm a teacher.
Right?
So I stopped in '89. It was too selfless. It was all give. And I wanted to do my own thing, and essentially that's what I've done. And since I quit teaching, I don't think I've worked a day,
Oh my God.
because it's been essentially what I've
teachers
wanted to do. And but the art training that I did at Nova Scotia College of Art and Design certainly has come in handy over the years for a lot of stuff I've done. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're painting, of course, and of course your show, Nights. Remind me the first.
Island Nights.
Island Nights. Thank you.
It's brilliant.
I know, it is brilliant.
It's the first painting I've done in 40 years. I was really kind of twisted up about it because I only assumed I could still go back to it, and get the rust off. But it turned out okay. I was quite happy with it. But I used to do courtroom drawings years ago too.
Courtroom drawing?
Flower,
Yeah.
flower.
In the red thing on the bottom shelf in the corner.
Red thing, and that heavy thing.
Yeah, that's the flower. You want to turn your pan down a little bit, Sheila?
Oh, did you say?
Oh,
I do too.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Pan's
it can
gone.
get, people forget, they turn it on and forget that it can get really hot really quickly.
Well, see, Newfoundlanders are not used to cooking with these things unless you're under the age of.
I have no idea what I'm
Right.
supposed to do with
Oh, I got some
polenta.
Before we get really into the thingy, I know you both know Gordon Pinsent.
Yes.
Yes.
And Sheila, like you obviously, did you ever do anything with him? Have you ever been on any?
Did lots of things with Gordy. Much of it involved sitting around talking and discussing things.
Oh, how lovely.
What kind of nuclear burner have you got going over here?
I don't know, but yours burns up already.
think I gotta
Excellent.
cut up some more.
What's that? Oh, that's basil. Okay. Have you got a dooflicky?
What?
A bowl?
A bowl?
Yeah.
How about this bowl?
That's brilliant.
Do you want a big bowl?
No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
I did the Grand Seduction with Gordon Pinsent.
Oh, right, the Grand
But I
Seduction.
was in John and the Missus years and years ago, and we did a lot of things together over the years.
Oh, and
So he must have been a mentor to a lot of you guys, like everybody in the arts.
He was more than a mentor. He was just an icon that we. Have you ever seen this done before?
He's the most
Oh, good.
generous,
I thought
generous guy in the world. He gave back.
Generous.
I only met him once when we were doing, the tourism was doing Beyond Your Backyard, and he was our host. He was our MC for the series.
Yeah.
And I sponsored it, so I think I sponsored it so I could meet him, really. But anyway, I only got to meet him once and got my picture taken with him, so I feel honored for that alone. But you
Okay.
guys...
We're lost. We're going to clue what we're doing.
So, Sheila, when I was asking Pete, how would I
Roll my
describe
sleeves, will
this
you?
competition between the two of you, right? And he was saying, diva versus skeet. No, skeet versus skirt. Diva versus corner boy, and coming up with all kinds of things. I didn't use either, but I just thought, this diva thing.
Yeah.
I know most of us would think of you as a diva. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that there's two ways to define a diva. So I was looking for the tongue. And one is to say that it is a personality that's difficult to live with. Another one is to say that it's a diva is a perfectionist or a diva is really good at what they do. I like to say that I'm a diva in both.
I always figured a diva is someone who didn't get enough love growing up.
Didn't what? You didn't what?
They didn't get enough love, so they got to try extra hard.
So divas, like I love divas.
Yes,
and I
it's
go
brilliant.
every year, and it's just brilliant.
How long are the shows now? Are they still 6 and 7 hours long?
No, we've gone up to 82. Because, and that's just me.
You rented the Arts Culture Centre for a couple of days, right? No, it's brilliant though. And so, but how did Kinky Boots do?
Brilliant, flipping brilliant. Sold 6 shows out, all sold out.
And so you're a real risk taker. You know, you just say, okay, I'm going to do these things, and well, you know, celery.
I don't want else to do with that. Not a big celery fan. I like it in chicken noodle soup, but to slice it up in 20 minutes, you haven't got time to let it settle. So I just put 2 or 3 pieces on it because I knew I had to put some in, and then stuck the other bit out there as a palate cleanser.
So Pete, tell me about your new series, Snook Out on Bail.
This is a series we're doing on another station, but it's 10-minute episodes. It's the story is that Snook has accumulated a lot of small infractions, and he's always gotten off with a bit of a fine. But finally, the time has come that the judge thinks he's got to get something more. But he gives him a hint that maybe to mitigate the sentence, he can do some community service, some good deeds.
Okay.
And to ensure that he can use those, the judge says, get them documented. And he facilitates this by getting Dougie, who's in the pen, doing a video production course as part of his rehabilitation. He gets him out on day passes with a correctional officer, and so he's recording it. And in the end, he puts it on the internet, so it starts to go viral, which complicates things. But we've got a great cast. We've got Bob Joy coming from New York to play the judge.
Wow.
Sheilagh Murphy's in it. Greg Malone has a big part. Katrina Bromley. We've got cameos from the mayor and the premier and Mark Critch. So I'm really excited about it. John Sheen.
Doyle, he's the only one not on your list.
I asked John, he's too busy. I asked him to play a part, but he's too busy. So
He's a busy fellow. That sounds fantastic. So when's it going to air?
it's going to be on this fall. We've got 10 days shooting coming up very soon, and we'll edit it over the summer and get it to them in the fall.
Right. And so what was your inspiration for Snook? I mean, all these years, how long you been doing that character?
35 years. I haven't done them for about 5 years.
Right.
But I performed with Snook for about 30 years. I kind of invented them for a play I was in. I got a role in a play that I
was in it too.
You were in it too, yeah. And who knew? I mean, I thought it was going to be a 2-week thing, but then I got a call. Somebody wanted me to come and entertain after dinner, and I wrote some material, and I was using all my own clothes anyway, so it turned out to be a career.
When Pete was actually creating that character, which he created himself whilst doing a show, we were at the LSP Hall, and it wasn't anything great stuff like dressing rooms that actually had lights or someplace you could plug in. It was like, just before the aardvark. And we were in there, and Pete, every night, Pete would stand in front of that mirror and go like this. Come here, Pete. Come here. I'd go like this. Yeah, it's all right. Oh, now you got it.
Yes. The guy
You created the curl.
No, I just helped him slobber it down.
Like to touch me a lot. I found. I almost put
At it all the time. How do you do the
complaint
oven? Where's
in.
the oven?
Right here behind you, yep.
Right here?
That one. with
That
the-
bottom one?
Yeah,
Because I
that
can't
one.
reach the top.
Look at this fancy new bottle
Pete,
of
I see
Worcester.
you went and grabbed some of that beautiful
What that is?
yellow belly red ale.
Yes, I've got the ready.
Or are you having the ready Betty in it?
I-
You
yes,
got
I am.
wine?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Like red
mine
wine.
needs wine, red.
All
Over
the
there,
time.
look in that corner.
My
On that
favorite
counter.
red ale.
Right, straight
Am I allowed
forward.
to
There
drink
you
this
go.
on camera? I do cook with beer and wine, but wine more often. Beer goes into the slow cooker. Wine is pretty versatile. You can put in a lot of stuff. And once you start adding it, you don't stop.
Do you know
Wonderful.
Ave Grace? Isn't that a perfect wine for
Ava Grace. Ava Grace, Ava Grace. So I thought it was like Harbor Grace, Ava Grace, Ava Grace, someplace like that. But that was around a bay. I thought, God, they make good wine over there in Ava Grace. Did you make that in the evenings after work?
You got 10 minutes left.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
It goes pretty quickly, eh?
I'll have this cook
No
meat
idea
in
what it is.
10 minutes.
Yeah, so Peter, that's been a great career with Snook, I have to say. I think he's a brilliant character.
I always say
So who is Dougie, you know, are there any people that inspired these characters?
when I was developing the character, I grew up in Gander. I didn't grow up downtown St. John.
No, so
I,
you're not a corner boy downtown. Corner
No,
boy.
I had to do some research, and I went to a fellow I knew called Doug Sharp, who's a musician.
Yeah.
Billy Sharp is his brother, Billy and the Bruisers.
Right.
And he's a drummer, but he grew up on Goodview Street. So,
where?
Goodview.
Goodview.
So he kind of informed me as to who this guy might be and how he might sound and walk and talk. And so when I came up with a character,
The right one in front.
I knew I wanted a character I could blame everything on, you know. If it's too bad to have done myself, I said, Dougie did this, Dougie said that.
That's brilliant.
I named him after Doug Sharp. So that was a good move, actually. Coming up with Dougie, who's never seen, and
No.
he is in this next series, and we have John Sheen who's playing him, but you don't really see him. You see him from behind, might see an arm, you might hear him, he
But
might
he's got
grunt.
a voice. He's got a voice.
He's got a voice, yeah,
Yeah.
he does, yeah, for perhaps the second time ever.
Right.
Dougie actually will have a voice.
What's this?
That's arugula.
That's rude.
And of course, he's
want that.
behind the camera,
want
so that's a
that.
character too, right? The,
You can steal some Pete's
camera.
pesos. That's what you're looking for.
No. No, it can't be on any of that.
So what's next for you, Sheila? I know that you won an award for your writing. for
Oh,
short
yeah,
stories.
yeah.
So tell us about that.
In every single one of my bios for stuff that I've done for the last 10 years, it's been, and at the moment, Sheila's working on a short story. Yeah, but I haven't had a glass yet.
yeah, but I'm
Well,
going
I
to
know
pour.
you might have it all.
I'm going to pour a little bit in this. You're holding up my show going on there.
Well, that's part of it, too.
Easy. Yours is burning.
Why is that burning?
Anyway, your award.
So anyway, were we talking about me again?
Yes.
Okay, so so every time I put in a bio, it says, Sheila is now working on a short story. It's brilliant. I've been at it now 25 years. A short story collection, I mean.
So the one you won the award for now.
Yeah.
That's a very.
That was it.
You obviously wrote.
I've won several awards for a short story, but the one you're referring to is the Canadian.
Yes.
The Canadian Short Story Writers Contest. Yes, I'm very chuffed with that.
There was a cash prize, but more importantly, there was.
Oh, for this?
No. No, but there is a booby prize for the loser though. They get to do the dishes.
Oh,
So Pete, you've added. What I seen you add. What's that you just added? Turmeric.
this is the paprika.
Turmeric.
Sorry. Yeah, it is
And
turmeric.
what was the other one you added?
Some Worcester and
Bread?
some
Yeah, one of these is serrated, but there's more in that drawer behind you.
some Greek
Right underneath
spice.
the onions. Pull out that
Greek?
drawer. Yeah.
Greek.
Oh my
They're
God.
close, aren't they? Italy and Greece.
Oh my God.
I may need an update on my glasses. It's possible. They were in similar bottles and, to my eyes, similar colors. So, yeah, all that stuff, it just goes in. Yeah, what comes out sometimes is a pleasant surprise.
Italy and Greece, yeah, like Mediterranean cuisine, right? Do you want me to cut that for you?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We spent 7 weeks in Australia and New Zealand recently.
I just saw
my
how you
family
were
and
like-
I, and what a time. And we
How
ate.
many would you like?
Just, no, I don't want that.
Oh, wait,
I
one.
want a slice.
Like lengthways?
Yeah, please. This is this.
Okay.
This is all that. Don't want any of that.
I seem to be.
All the way or like a bun?
Just all the way.
You seem to be Dawn?
No, I'll do
You
something
mean the
else.
part with the blood in it was meant to be?
I'm gonna,
Did you use the celery?
I did.
Yeah?
Oh,
I have
used
everything I was
celery.
supposed to use in
Oh,
there.
wait.
Right, okay.
It's
So
all
you-
cooking. I'm going to put a bit of green, so I'm going to put a bit of spinach in this.
What is celery?
Well, celery and tomato goes really hand in hand. You know that, right?
There it is.
Tomato, celery, onion.
Oh, I didn't get an onion.
No, well, you don't have to have an onion, but they're the three things that.
Luxury to have the space. Look at the counter space. Look at the.
So, what's after your series with Snook? What's next for you?
Well, I'm thinking it looks like we might get a sequel series for the painting show,
that
The
was
Island
brilliant.
Nights. It'd be a little different. It would be more, instead of Island Nights, it would be Island Stars. So people from here who've done really well and have a profile across the country.
Elsewhere.
So Alan Doyle, Rick Mercer, Mark Critch, Mary
Bob
Walsh,
Joy
those
White
sorts
home.
of. So that would be fun to do that.
Murphy. Oh,
And
there's no oven in there. Don't go into the fridge to look for the oven. It's not there.
Be careful. There's oven gloves. Okay, you okay? I don't
And
want to
more painting aside from that, I think. You know.
Right, so I really appreciate you asking me to be on the show. The one of Fergus was brilliant, and I watched a couple of them, but yeah, it was really well produced. So who produced that show for you?
It was
5
Fabian
minutes.
James and I, but Wes Holmes shot it and directed it. We had a very small but capable crew,
Don't forget
and
your blanket.
we worked over last summer.
Oh, yeah, right.
And it took me 3 months to do the first painting and a week to do the last one. So that's how it came back, sort of.
And it should not have done that. I thought what to do with that after.
Right. And what are you thinking?
Oh, that's
Well, you only got like 3 minutes left. So.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried my balls aren't going to be done.
Yeah. I got enough about
Yours
it.
look at a fancy tray for yours, Evan.
What? Where you?
The oven's over there, right?
Yeah, the oven's behind
And
you.
I need another pan.
Do you want to cover, Peter?
Probably, yeah.
To keep it heated?
That might be good, yeah.
I like you to be finished, but more particularly, I want raw meat.
Sorry, Sheila. Thank you.
So that's white aside, but we'll keep it heated. Yeah, so Pete, you got 3 children, hey?
Yes,
He's got children that are older than I am.
spaced out. I always say I don't mind having them, I just don't like them playing with each other. I actually have granddaughters older than my son, so they call him Baby Uncle Nick.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long story. I think it was Frisky way back in the day. Kind of sad.
I thought you were going to blame that one on Snook.
No.
Yeah. This is all.
That's his alter ego
It
again.
had nothing to do.
Have we got a bigger cover?
Yes, spoon.
Yes,
know.
right here. Yeah.
Is there a bigger cover?
There's one without holes in it too, right? There's no bigger covers. On the
bigger
bottom
cover?
drawer there, Pete. Behind you. Turn around the other way. Yeah. So that'll still keep you heated. You don't need to have the whole thing.
There you go.
I have no big covers apparently.
Can we put the broiler on?
Yeah, the oven's pretty high, but you can turn it off if you like. Yeah. Okay.
That's too much of that.
Is that basil or arugula?
Basil.
Oh, basil. Okay. All right, very good. We got 3 minutes left now.
What am I going to drizzle on this to make it look fancy?
Yeah, you know.
Where's your, oh,
It's all about the drizzle. You got any soya?
cheese.
In the fridge on the door, I think. No, I don't think so.
We're looking for cheese.
No?
Cheese, shredded, straight
Yeah.
ahead of you.
Straight, oh,
I'll use the worst of the dark.
no, that's not it. Where is it? Straight ahead of
Off
me.
right ahead.
I'll tell you.
Where's the cheese
Not
straight ahead
smelling
of me?
like that.
I
See, straight ahead, some people is higher up. You know, like we're straight ahead
pull
of
out the
me.
drawer. There is some in that drawer too.
Oh, there, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I just want white stuff. What's this?
No, down the next drawer. I'm sorry. I think it'll help you, Sheila. Really, I would. Next drawer down, there's some greatest stuff there.
I'm looking for some.
There you go.
Looks
That's
like
good
it just.
enough.
I like it.
I should
Yeah. Well, you only got. What are you looking for now,
I
Pete?
should have chopped up an onion or something going.
Well, you got leeks in it. That isn't
That
a.
looks
I got
really
garlic
like
in
it's
there.
something, Pete.
You got to plate the food too, right?
What?
You got to plate it.
Oh,
You got
yes.
2 minutes left.
How much?
Oh, 2 minutes
How many
left.
minutes we have?
2.
2.
Yeah, you got to plate it.
Where's the
We're
oven?
not closing the fridge.
Get out of the way.
The oven. That's hot because you said on your burner that's still on.
Plating.
Where's my polenta?
Plating.
Okay.
Wait.
See,
Where's the
20
wiper
minutes,
outer?
20 minutes, you can use that. 20 minutes goes pretty quickly, doesn't it?
Yes, sure does.
Watch. You watched it plating.
That looks really
Pete, I think
good,
I
Pete.
think I psyched her
That
out
looks good.
when I said she had an advantage after doing
This,
this.
yeah, I think you were exaggerating that bit. You didn't see a dark horse when you saw one?
What is this you're putting on there?
That's not drizzling right.
My stove is on.
Is that Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah. I was looking for some soya or something. What's
seen
this?
a chef
Balsamic?
use soya or
Balsamic.
that.
That's not open. It'll take too long to open
You
that.
can open balsamic.
I should have used the molasses for drizzle. For
Right?
drizzle.
Well, that would have been
Oh,
nice.
visual, what?
Help yourself. You got a minute. Sheila, you got to plate your
I gotta
food.
get a plate.
Yeah.
10 minutes
Yeah.
lost. 10 points lost. No drizzle.
Okay, that burner might
No
be hot. Be
drizzle.
careful now. I don't want you to burn yourself.
No
at that.
drizzle.
Just like downtown, sir.
Molasses.
Look.
Okay,
Well, you know, molasses and balsamic reduce are not different to each other, by the way.
they are. That's right.
They're
That's
very
true.
similar.
Throw a little bit of.
That's just
Green
gourmet
over here, though.
balsamic.
Okay, balsamic. S'il vous plaît.
Yes, I will.
What's she doing? They're all wondering. The wondering is there.
Well, whatever you're doing now, you're going to do it quickly.
I'm finished as long as I can get to my
There you go.
my dish.
Balsamic for you.
It looks plausible to me.
Yours looks like very
We're
You don't know anything about polenta, do you?
What I'm going to do... I'm coming over.
Wait, no.
Yes, that's okay. We'll go to our break, and when we come back, she'll have a meal platter, and we'll see who wins. Stay tuned to Scoff Off.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to Scoff Off. That was a lot of fun. That went by so quickly.
That went really by,
Oh,
except for
man.
the 3 burns on the
Should have
fingers.
more time.
Note
I'm
the
sorry about that.
pristine apron over here and the state that this poor woman over here
This
is in.
show, I'll have you to know, this is the sign of a cook.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody-
Sheilagh, let's
yeah.
start with your dish now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you had as
use
much on your plate.
polenta, kind of. And you celery. Where's the celery? In
Over
here?
there.
Okay.
It's to crunch.
There's a stick of celery stuck inside the plate.
Hey, Pete,
There's points lost there.
back off, Pete. This is
What?
not going to help you.
The garlic and the meatballs I
There's
know.
a little bit of celery in there, too.
Okay. So this is like a hoagie.
Where's,
This
the,
is
where's
like-
the
yeah.
dog? Look what's on it.
Eat that bit there. Look, that one looks like...
But I know her
Is it
meatballs are
cooked?
done. Yeah,
Okay,
for
that's
sure.
good.
Your meatballs
The
are for sure.
bread could be toasted a bit more. Have
Yeah.
a go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even worried about the bread so much
No,
because
yeah.
it's about the stuff.
Yeah, just good.
Yeah, you know the sauce.
Yeah, have a bit of that. Peter, get away.
It tastes like it was plated up after the clock expired, right?
Would you give it over? You've got molasses on yours. Here, do you want a bit of that? Swallow it down.
Just lovely
Is
drizzle.
it that bad?
Molasses.
Peter, let the woman judge.
But she can barely talk. She's so
Overcome with
but-
it. All right, I'll go. Go on, what is it?
Okay.
Oh.
You gotta get a bit of ball, bit of
Don't forget the
Brenda.
molasses
I gotta
coulis.
spinach.
That's raw.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't touch that one. Touch that.
Yeah, no, too late, Pete.
Jeez.
Oh.
Points are disappearing fast.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
Pete.
Go on, don't be afraid. It's all right.
She wants to live, Pete.
I see you.
I'm so glad you guys are really good at what you do.
Come on. What can you do with a bit of bread?
I don't
tell
know if
me.
you can cook a ball like
That
that,
was
in 20
fantastic.
minutes.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you both very much for being a part of Scoff Off. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, today's winner is Sheilagh Murphy.
Where did all the points go?
That's it for this episode of Scoff Off. We'll see you soon.
Presentation.
Oh, wait, let me just give you a bit. Now see how it's cooked, Peter? Now look, just have a little go at that now, honey.
That's a bit pink.
It is not.
Oh boy.
No, boy.
What a fun show. These two are amazingly talented. It was such a great competition, but Sheilagh pulled out the best performance and takes the win.
Well, Sheilagh,
Well, Sheilagh, me, I told you weren't going to win.
yeah, I know, and I had that feeling, but I still say the scoring is a little dubious. I don't know. Presentation, I thought.
I give you presentation. You got presentation. But Peter, raw
eat it.
meat.
Yeah.
Raw meat.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what Ramsay would say about you?
No, I can't imagine. But next time, there'll be more heat.
Others have come and they have fallen as well, Pete.
Focused on quality and convenience, there isn't much you won't find at Marie's Mini Mart. Home-style breads, sandwiches, plus a variety of artisan breads and delicious single-serve desserts available exclusively at our Frecker Drive location. Marie's Mini Mart, with 25 locations wherever you go, there we are.
Yellow Belly food means fresh food. We source our ingredients locally and prepare them from scratch. Our meat is never frozen. Food's so delicious, we've got Good Times cornered. Yellow Belly Brewery, a proud sponsor of One Chef, One Critic.
If you have a comment about this program,